Thank you. Proceeding on with the function, I request the esteemed Vice Principal and the dynamic Head of the Commerce Department, Professor Baldev Sachdeva, to come on the stage and kindly introduce the Chief Guest and a guest of honor of the day to the audience. Professor Baldev.
Thank you, Ritu, for assigning me this most pleasant duty of introducing our today's chief guest. I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to Shri Sudhir Dhingraji, Chairman and Managing Director, Orient Craft, in absentia, as his flight has got delayed, whose efforts have made the visit of Mrs. and Mr. Bajaj to our institution possible. Shri Sudhir Dhingraji is a member of our DAV family, as he has already graced our prize distribution function of 2010 as a chief guest. We still cherish the memories of his earlier visit, which I would like to share with you through a few photographs. Please start. It is an extremely rare honor for our institution, faculty members and students to have such accomplished personalities with us. Mrs. and Mr. Bajaj are highly successful persons in their respective fields and have reached such great heights through sheer hard work and single-minded devotion. Mrs. and Mr. Bajaj have created a name for themselves through highly successful ventures in the IT sector in the US, establishing and successfully running companies like iNet Incorporation, DigitalNet, AppNet, and SystemNet. Through these multi-million companies, they have been providing IT solutions to their numerous clients, including the White House and the Department of Defense USA. Their philosophy is to hire the best and let them do their job. Mrs. Bajaj is a housewife turned entrepreneur, is one of the most successful Sikh women in the United States of America and is among the top 15 women entrepreneurs of America. She has been bestowed with various awards, including the Glory of India Award and High Tech Entrepreneur Award. Mr. Ken Bajaj had his doctoral studies at Michigan State University. After doing his PhD in computer science, he taught for some time in Wayne State University, Detroit. Mr. Bajaj has the credit of being one of the 9 people who helped in starting Paro Systems. Mr. Bajaj is well known as being a serial entrepreneur with the Midas touch. Both Mrs. and Mr. Bajaj, in spite of their tremendous success and glorious achievements, are extremely simple and down to earth. They are all still attached to their roots and traditional Indian values. No wonder their children, Sunny and Ruben, have also inculcated their values. Mrs. and Mr. Bajaj are staunch supporters of higher education. So let me share with you another dimension of Mrs. Bajaj's multi-dimensional personality, that she is also a traditional folk singer and is well known for her singing in the Indian community in Washington DC area. अब मैं इनके लिए 4 लाइनें कहूँगा कि माटी की महक खींचती है, तन मन को स्नेह से सींचती है, तहे दिल में बसा है माटी का प्यार, कोई कैसे करे इससे इनकार, माटी का कर्ज स्वीकार कर आज आए हैं बजाज दंपति, यही है इनकी सबसे बड़ी संपत्ति, यही है इनकी सबसे बड़ी संपत्ति. So now in place of Mr. Sudhir Dhingra, we are lucky to have amongst us Mrs. Manju Dhingra, gracious wife of Shri Sudhir Dhingra ji. And I must say here that much of the credit for Mr. Sudhir Dhingra's marvelous success must go to his wife, Mrs. Manju Dhingra. We welcome you, ma'am. I also award a hearty welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Ravi Dhingra, Mr. and Mrs. Ashok Nagpal, Mr. and Mrs. Garewal. Thank you very much. सोनी MLA एंड एक्स-मेयर ऑफ अमृतसर. तो आज सोनी साहब को किसी जरूरी काम से एकदम से दिल्ली जाना पड़ा, हाई कमांड का हुक्म था उनको, तो मिस्टर विकास सोनी इज हियर टू प्रेजेंट हिम. थैंक यू वेरी मच विकास जी. एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट मैडम पूर्णिमा to please offer a bouquet to Shri Vikas Soni ji.